Yeah.
Muted.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, yes. Welcome back, everyone, to, we're back after a summer hiatus that I didn't plan on, but things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on vacation, which was just, I was doing a bunch of work. So welcome back, Black Magick TV, and of course, who better than to bring us back into the season of discontent than Aaron Scarbrough is with us.
Hello. Yeah.
This is the part where everyone at home just claps while they're watching the video.
I've decided to come down from Mount Crumpet.
Mount Crumpet?
Yeah.
You've been in your high on your high horse in your high castle.
Well, you know how like as you get older you're supposed to get more mature and like into like more sophisticated things. I do the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm like straight up Dr. Seuss is the peak of my intellect.
I realized I was thinking about that very thing the other day when I like come home and last night we sat around and we played Uno, me and the chick I've been seeing and my kid. Like, I realized I was like, this is what people do every day. They go to work and then they go sit in front of the television all night, not creating any. In my mind, it was unfathomable, and I couldn't.
Yeah, but it's kind of I would rather be them.
I did have that thought. I was like, is that life simpler?
I long for like now I'm gonna bring up a Pixar reference. But,
Disney's Pixar?
Yeah.
Does Disney own Pixar now? They have to, right?
Yeah, they've always owned it.
They own everything.
Yeah. They do own everything. Hey, by the way, I wanted to congratulate you for having a chick that you've been seeing lately.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so happy for you. That's awesome.
It
did cause me to lose some money, but
yeah. You lost that bet, didn't you?
Yeah. Congrats.
Just when you thought.
Good deal. I'll just do crowd work on you now. How long have you been together?
We've just been dating a couple weeks.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
You guys are going steady.
Yeah,
then.
so like next time you're on, I'll just be in the total, I'll just be like, God damn it, life sucks. You're like, that didn't work out, did it?
Yeah. You'll be like 45 pounds heavier.
Yeah. No, I was like sitting around and like realized that I was making no attempts to date anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I, you witnessed the last relationship I had. And
Yeah. I mean, like...
where I was physically assaulted. Well, right after
I was
when we
adjacent
connected.
to
Yeah.
it.
But I got, and then there was the lady before that kept coming back and leaving and coming back. And so then I was in this like just shit bummer about it all. And then one day some lady approached me and it was like really great. And then, but she was poly. I was just like, oh God. And I was like, you know what? Normally I wouldn't be into this and I'm not really into it, but I'll go out and have a little fun.
Yeah.
At least once. Like, maybe this is what I need.
I respect it.
So I did that, and then I met this other person, and I told the other lady, like, hey, this is not... I can't. This is too fucking weird for me, man. This is a lot of work.
Yeah, you were like... reject modernity, embrace tradition.
I'm not that. I might be white, but I don't think I have that much Amish
you might be,
in me.
correct.
I might be white. I was really thinking about doing a 23andMe.
Really?
I feel like I need definite answers.
Well, do you have a hunch about these things? Or?
I mean, if I'm guessing, because people always talk about how African they are, I'm at least 46%.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
You think?
I mean...
By your calculations?
By my calculations. I might be a little Jewy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because I'm a good swap meter. I'm just saying. I like a wheel and I like to
That
wheel
was
and
your
deal.
gamer tag, right? Bobby the
Jew.
Bobby the Jew. That's
That was
how.
from-
That's how I know you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
No longer though.
That's
going
gonna
to
be my new stage name.
Call of Duty has after the recent outbreak in the Middle East, they came out and said you're no longer allowed to have this gamer tag.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be fucking, whatever the terrorist, and they would be okay. But
Well, the gamer world that's a world that I do not understand. I don't. I
it
can't
used
do
to be the ultimate bastion of just say whatever the thing was that would piss the other guy off the most.
Yeah.
And everyone was sort of in agreement that that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then a few years ago, uncool people started playing video games a lot. And then because they could make money at it, right?
Yeah.
So when you can make money at something, uncool people start doing it. And then they've basically just ruined it.
R.I.P.
RIP. They're like they have like AI listening to you in every game. We've been chat banned so many times that I have one more chat ban and then I'm forever banned. I'm on my final. I'm on my super secret probation.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, video games are a wild world, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like I am such a simple person, and I'm not particularly well organized or like functional in general. So I feel like if I added another layer of distraction, that I would disappear.
I would think of a lot of ways to describe you. Simple, I don't know if that. Describe what you think how you're simple, because you are a very complex person.
Oh, well,
simple in the things that you do, like you keep that very simple.
Yeah, I'm a creature of habit.
You do comedy. You drink coffee.
Right, and I can't pay attention to whatever is going on.
Yeah.
I just I'm a simple man. Painting, comedy,
politics.
Enough
to get yourself in
class
trouble.
Politics.
Yeah. Enough class politics to get yourself
policy.
in and out of trouble. Yes.
Yeah. That's it. There's no more room. I can't.
How most guys are like, they could like fix a socket or like, they could like paint the wall. They're like, I know enough to get myself in trouble, or like, I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
That's like you with class politics. You're just like, just enough.
I can get you off the median.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The class politician. Aaron's. When people describe you, they go, Aaron, that class politician, and I go, oh, I know him as a comedian.
Yeah.
But, yes.
Well, I'm a businessman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm here for the markets. Are they up? Are they down? Does it matter?
I don't know if it matters. I'm a businessman now.
Yeah.
I started a business with Nico.
You think I don't know? I'm your legal team.
I know. That's scary. We use you. You're
you know who it's
PR
scary
guy.
for? You know who it's scary for, Tyler? It's scary for people who wish to do you wrong.
Yes.
All right?
Well, I need your services because I'm currently being sued.
You don't want to see me in a courtroom.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Are you like that? Have you seen the clip of that black guy that's defending himself in this like? You see this clip and you find out later he committed like some heinous murder, right? And it's like basically an open and shut case. But the guy's in court defending himself and he's like looking at the jury and he's like, if you think I came here to play with y'all, you got another goddamn thing coming. And the judge is like, all right, Mr. Williams, we're not going to fucking do this again.
God damn.
The dude had it's like one of those things where it's like, you guys of all the people, like maybe this guy isn't competent enough to defend himself. I don't think. Like he's got like giant dookie braids, and he's just in the courtroom.
I'm not familiar with.
I'll have to
with
fucking, if I'm getting
that is.
fancy, I'll insert that clip right here.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, you win. I don't know fucking anything. All right, you're on to me.
This is why I need.
I can't have this getting out.
This is
what
why
do you want? Money?
Yeah, I do want money.
All right,
I need.
That's my
this
new
is why I need the
catchphrase.
guy in the other room, so when we talk about this stuff, he can just put it on that fucking screen right there.
Everybody needs a Jamie.
Yeah, I need a Larry though.
Mm.
He's like Jamie, but he's a little more white trash.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, he wouldn't play the original video. He'd only be able to find like a bit rated version, so it looked very shitty. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm looking for in life. Well, what the fuck has been up? It's been a while since we've seen you.
Man, it's been all business.
I mean, I've seen you in person, but I mean,
Yeah.
since the
We
internet,
hang out at the same Strawberry Hill.
we do hang out at the same Strawberry Hill occasionally. The
Yeah.
locations.
I like that town. It's like it reminds me of the Shire a little bit.
Well, it's not
It's the
technically a
Shire,
town.
but
it's like 3 roads that were once for working class immigrants that have now been gentrified to holy hell by hipsters.
Oh no,
It's been that way.
you don't say.
I need to get you.
There's been. Are you serious? There's been people like hanging out there, like alternative
people. Yes.
people hanging
Yeah.
out in Strawberry Hill.
Yes.
This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Yeah. It's
I'm going to be on the lookout.
For a long time, there's a lot of us who were we refused to move to the shithole known as Westport in Midtown. You know, we were Wyandotte County people.
Right.
And we liked our solace in we liked our island out here where we were floating, where we could leave the neighborhood to go to rock and roll shows and then come back, and I didn't have to worry about every dipshit
Yeah.
being around me. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but one by one they've infiltrated the city. And it just makes me sad, really.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I miss the Russian gangsters.
What are you going to do? Are you going to build a wall?
I was
Tyler?
thinking I might.
Is that what you're going to do?
We have an invisible wall on 7th Street.
Is there?
I mean, basically, a few times I've had to Gandalf them and give them the "You shall not pass." You guys can have the hill. Keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Stay the fuck out of my neighborhood.
Okay.
There was a few people that people asked me about, and I was like, you don't want to rent to these people. These are not good people. And then they were like, okay, we won't rent to these people. I was like, all right. That made me feel pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, you know, when people do certain things, you got to keep them away from you. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, that's what I do.
I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about these people. You know, Hillsiders rules.
Yeah, Hillsiders is awesome.
Logan is the homie. He's been on here.
Yeah.
Loogie, for all you people that don't know him by his government name.
Oh, I have a drawing of him in my backpack at all times. I've been walking around saying, "Do you know this man?"
Yeah. You've been T2ing him?
Yeah. He's been in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've just
him?
been like, have you seen this man?
We should hang him up like the old Animal Chin posters.
Yeah. I'm going to pull that out.
Pull it out.
Give me a second.
But, yeah, Hillsiders rules, but it's like, I feel the opposite way about the Easy Inn.
Yeah.
But mostly because my landlord is a kind of a shitty person and he owns that bar.
Wait, you're saying that you have a landlord and he's not virtuous?
Yeah.
All right, so this is, you see?
Yeah, I've seen it. You gotta show them.
Oh, yeah. It's, Loogie. Shout out Loogie at loogie.com.
Oh, yeah. See his new website, loogie.com, that he just started.
Loogie.com. Yeah. It says, welcome to Strawberry Hill. Try not to get mauled by a dog.
I was trying to... What did I tell you? I told you should do a comic, but what was the name of it? Oh, I'm sick of this place or whatever. I'm over this place.
Yeah.
That would be a great name
I'm
for
probably
a book.
going to head out soon.
Yeah.
That's the title.
Yeah, I'm probably going to head out soon. That's what everyone says 5 minutes later. I'm not going to be here long. Cut to 7 hours later. They're shit hammered drunk.
Yeah.
Walking down the street.
Best
bothering
case
the neighbors.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
Yeah, so like you used to be able to live over here, like, which I know people are going to be like, you can live everywhere is more expensive. Yes, that is true. Mm-hmm. But within like the last 10 years, I used to rent a place on Strawberry Hill, $475 a month, all utilities paid.
Damn.
That same apartment is now $1,400 a month just for the apartment.
Ugh, isn't that neat?
But back in the day, you used to have to carry like a weapon to walk down the road. So that was, you know, that was the difference. I feel like I'm in suburbia in my neighborhood. It's like a time warp.
Yeah, I mean, there's people like me in it, but
yeah,
I don't spend a lot of time.
I put out the word. I gave you a day pass to come over.
True.
So, you know,
no, I kind of spend a lot of time in Strawberry Hill these days. Too much, even maybe. Some say
you ought
too
to
much.
just move over here soon.
I want to. I don't know. I might be moving soon.
Oh no!
Or I want to.
Where are you thinking?
Maybe like Denver or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I say that like in a very loose way, but I'm gonna travel out there like this fall, winter. I'm gonna go to Cali as well.
Yeah,
and Texas.
The comedy.
I'm gonna go to Austin.
Yeah, you got to hit that, right?
Yeah, I gotta go do it.
Now, is it a thing where you just like how that Dayton kid is doing, where you just sort of like
hopefully, yeah,
and don't really
Dayton's so fucking
like
good.
You just sort of have a base somewhere, but not. But you know,
yeah,
I mean, it's cheap
hopefully.
enough here still that you could have a place, and then if you're just gone all the time,
right?
then,
that's one way to do it as
right.
well. And I also have friends and family in a lot of these places too, so I'm gonna go just spend some time doing comedy elsewhere for a little while.
Yeah. Well,
but
there's that one guy. Shit. He was on one of those hot waffle shows, and that's kind of like what he did. Was he had just been going around and like he'd go stay a few weeks here, and then he knew somebody there, so he'd stay a week there, and then he'd stay a month in this town, and
yeah, kind of a nomad.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm okay with doing that for like a brief minute, but I don't know. I would like to have a permanent residence. In like close to Denver or something, or somewhere in California, maybe New York. I don't know. I want to visit these places while I still have a place in Kansas City. You know.
Yeah, you gotta go try them out and see where you want to be.
Yeah,
and then wherever you fit in the most. Yeah. If I'm being honest, you'll probably fit in best down south.
You think?
Yeah,
I think. I don't know.
Maybe Denver. Denver's fucking weird, dude.
I know Denver's weird, but guess who else is weird?
No, you're
Tyler.
weird. Denver's weird in a different way. It's not the same as it used to be. I've been there a lot. But Austin's cool as shit.
Yeah.
It always has been. You don't have to hold the mic. I can see it. It's giving you... You look uncomfortable.
I'm not.
Okay. We'll continue.
That's just my body, dude.
It's just the way
I hunch. Yeah, and I slowly like descend towards the ground.
I mean, these chairs are bitching. They're not the most comfortable to be sitting on.
They are bitching though. It's a good kind of raw umber.
Yeah. They're van seats, so I thought they would fit the bill, you know.
I dig.
So when are you going? Like, comedy's going good.
Oh yeah,
we talked about that. You're starting.
Comedy's wonderful right now.
You're getting some traction. You're finding your footing with bringing your art into your comedy.
Well, I started doing this thing called minimal effort.
Yeah,
and it's been paying off.
Yeah, you were overthinking it. Stinking thinking, they call that in AA.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Yes, I'm well versed in stinking thinking.
Yeah.
What do you have stuff set up? This weekend, because I am gonna. This is on a Wednesday, but I'm gonna get this out tomorrow. Perfect. So you are opening for
William Montgomery from Kill Tony.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be a great fit.
Yeah, I think it's just 2-man shows, unless he brings a guest spot or something.
Yeah.
And then there's also the possibility, this sucks, but sometimes like you're booked to do something like this, and then there's a miscommunication, and some feature drove in from Denver to do it.
Yeah.
In which case, the right thing to do is to just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry,"
Yeah.
whatever.
Or they say, "Hey, we're gonna have you host it."
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Which is just as good.
As of right now, I am booked to open for him at the Funny Bone.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And maybe I bet that's probably legit, because I doubt he probably isn't on that level yet of being like, I'm going to bring my own openers. You know what I mean?
I think I don't know. I need to look it up, but I know that a lot of people love that guy.
Yeah, he has a weird style. He's he rules. He's a fucking weird dude. But what a bill, Double Ginger. Is that why they booked you? Did they go?
I didn't ask.
Yeah. But that's quite the bill. The world might explode.
Yeah.
You guys might be able to team up and.
Yeah. I'll be like, join me. I'll try to get him to join the Communist Project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I it's my duty to try.
Yeah, you have to try.
You have to evangelize to these people.
Damn, I might have to come out Friday night.
You might have to.
Cause
you want to film it on Friday? Or wait, one of the days Brock's filming. Brock is my guy.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Like, he fucking films shit. And he handles like some of my business shit too.
Yeah.
So I have a new saying. If someone comes at me with business, I say, talk to the Brock.
Yeah.
Like, talk to the hand.
That's good though.
I should get a tattoo that says Brock. Talk to the Brock.
Is that the same guy that was doing the graphic art shit for you? Different guy.
Different guy. But yeah, I've been busy, drawing dragons. And,
yeah. What do you have some out of town stuff scheduled already, or is that like like the next thing to start doing for the winter?
Well, it's definitely the next thing to start doing for the winter.
Yeah.
But I'm like talking to like some bookers in like New York.
Right. Well, dude, and you got like the Sheezer connection, because he fucking knows.
Sheezer knows people
all over now, so it's easy to get. Hey, John, I want to go here. Do you know somebody?
I just want to do some shows.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's cool, dude. If you go, I mean, obviously, if you go to fucking Austin, you want to be there on a Monday, so you can at least try to get on Kill Tony, right? Like, regardless of the fat, that's the
pilgrimage.
Yeah, that's the pilgrimage.
That's like the turtles going to the fucking beach or what? I don't know. I don't know.
I thought it was like all the Jews crossing the Red Sea.
That's from the Book of Exodus.
Yeah.
Moses.
Well, it's show business, so. Yeah, I thought.
Bobby?
Damn it, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby the Jew. God damn it.
Oh. Yeah, I stopped caring recently about political correctness or...
I'm getting more and more into it.
Yeah, I went the opposite way. I realized the more I tried to figure out what was and wasn't appropriate, I just fucked it up more.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm just going to say whatever. I'm going to go back to winging it.
Mm-hmm.
People get less mad at you.
Just got to be yourself.
Yeah. That's the remote. If you notice, the neon light is no longer just blastoiding your face with light, because I got a dimmer switch installed on it now.
I bet that helps the aesthetic too.
It does. It makes the video look way better because it doesn't blow it all out.
Man.
Let's have a gander here. dragons,
Mm-hmm.
snails. That's it. Just dragons and snails.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Oh, mushrooms and a self-portrait.
Yeah.
You just did the comedy festival here.
I had a lot of fun. That was a good fucking time, man.
It looked like you had a good time.
Yeah.
You got to open up the big show.
For Steph Telev.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Steph Telev is amazing.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
Yeah. I've seen clips of her online.
Yeah. I was blown away.
Yes.
I was like, this chick rips.
Yeah.
She's so like she's got so much like energy, and her voice is like powerful. It's awesome.
Yeah. Those clips that you've got
murdering
from that they're excellent.
Thank you.
Those were all great.
Brock. We have Brock to thank for that.
Yes, Brock. Young Brock.
My associate Brock.
You went out of town and did the stuff. You did the other comedy festival, right? And you opened up for Jeremiah.
Yeah. That was fun. At that show with Jeremiah, there's a woman like during his set he was like trying to hook me up or something like comedically. He asked a woman, he was like, "What do you think about Aaron?" And this woman said he has potential, but he needs a haircut.
Yeah.
And then I get back from that festival. That hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Then I get back from the festival, and I do a show at Knuckleheads like right away, and like this fucking bitch comes up to me and says, "I thought you were so funny, just couldn't get past the hair." So that gave me like a horrible complex. I didn't do anything about it for a long time.
Yeah.
I just got a haircut.
Looks
which,
great.
by the way, I'm the worst patron as whatever.
Right.
I don't want a haircut. If I'm at a haircut or whatever, I don't want my hair to be cut, really.
Right.
Maybe a couple snips or whatever, but I don't want you to cut my hair, you know?
Yeah.
But this guy, he did a good job. I went there yesterday, so I have a fresh new haircut. And I normally, like, whenever I leave the barber shop, I feel like a baby bird or something.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
I think it's more
I don't want to be a baby bird.
I bet it was less the hair
Yeah.
and more the beard unkempt. Because did the guy do your beard?
Yeah, he did.
The beard looks great.
Yeah.
So keep the beard up.
Yeah.
The hair could be wild. You can have
Yeah.
wild hair.
Well, this is good to know now.
Yeah. Well, you didn't consult me. Your fashion
I lost half an
expert.
inch yesterday.
Well, dude, I cut all my hair
I
off.
do like how it looks, honestly.
Yeah.
And
no, it looks great.
you know what? In his defense, people have been acting less scared of me.
That's
So,
great.
there we go.
You know, I had hair down to my
Oh, I remember.
midsection, and then I went in one day and was like, it was hot. I was like, fuck it, cut it off. And I
Yeah.
cut it off. And then I was like, well, it wasn't quite long enough. I was like, it was like at a weird point. I was like, we didn't cut enough off. So I
Yeah.
cut more off. And then I was like, I shouldn't have cut it at all. I should have just let it stay the
Yeah.
way it was.
That's funny.
So now I'm letting it grow back out a little. I don't mind it. Everybody keeps telling me the same thing. They're like, oh, your hair looks so nice.
It does.
Cut. And I'm like, okay.
It's a good look, man. And I don't see. I feel like. I don't mean to be superstitious, but I feel like it might have something to do with the fact that you are going steady with this lady,
It might.
this dame.
This damsel.
Yeah. Do you
Yes.
think that's a coincidence? No, I'm kidding.
I don't
Because you were
know.
dating people when you had long
Yeah.
hair too. That was a good look too.
Yeah.
It was an era, but
Yeah.
you had to move on.
It needs to be somewhere in between the two links, I think.
Yeah.
Not down to here, but it can't be like, Captain Greaser.
Yeah.
Then I start feeling, it gets me like, I don't know, I rewatched The Sopranos and I think I have PTSD from it.
Yeah.
Because I start watching that show and I get like a season deep and it just like pumps me up to where I'm like, God damn, I want to bash somebody in the face. Like, it'd be cool to let's go pull a heist right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I decided I'm never going to watch it again. That was my last watch through ever. It
I
just
don't
gives me
know.
anxiety.
I watched The Sopranos, and I just think Italians are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, they are
Um,
ridiculous.
But I think that's like kind of it's the whole thing.
Yeah, I
Um,
just think about.
It's so funny. That show is so funny.
Yeah, dude. It's not even the Italian part. It's just like, the weird crimes that they would commit. Because that's like what crime really is like. It's like, yo, we stole these fucking oysters. It's like, what are you gonna do with these? Like,
Yeah, dude, I have an idea for a T-shirt because I opened for Michael Rappaport last year.
Yeah.
And I wanted to
Does
say...
he suck or not suck?
He sucks.
Yeah.
I used to be afraid to talk shit, whatever.
Yeah,
but
fuck him.
That
guy definitely sucks,
He's
dude.
he's been like, ever since October 7th, he's been like shilling for Israel. Like, and like he says outrageous, like violent things.
Has it been a year? Has that been going on a year?
Yeah. So
I didn't
here's my
realize that.
shirt idea, though.
Yes.
Merch time. Sorry.
Merch time.
We have to talk business.
Merch time with Tyler.
So what about a shirt that says, I opened for Michael Rappaport before he was Israeli?
That might work. That's a lot on a shirt.
Yeah. It's pretty specific.
Yeah.
But
the last time someone made a shirt about him,
I would
he
wear
did
it.
sue them.
I guess it only would apply to me too.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
We should just make you that shirt to wear.
Yeah.
Like on stage.
Mm-hmm. He sucks.
Under your jacket. Yeah, no, he definitely sucks.
Yeah, he makes these videos like about I don't know, just
Is his
like
comedy
celebrating.
even funny? Like his stand up?
No.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, no.
Yeah.
He's always just been
him
like
going,
a
fucking
he's always been like a shit talker or whatever.
Yeah. He's just talking shit.
Yeah.
He's just a regular New York guy that talks shit.
Right. And he treats the Israeli-Palestine conflict, or if you want to put it accurately, like Israel's mass murder campaign in Palestine. He treats it like it's like the Yankees or something. He's an Israel fan in that regard. Like, and that's all he knows. He's that simple and stupid.
Yeah.
Is
he Jewish?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but that's not the problem.
Yeah.
He's a Zionist, and he's a particularly violent, outspoken one. I opened for him last year.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
He was in a couple of good movies, but I really can't think, other than like maybe Do the Right Thing. What else was he in?
I don't care. Really. It was one of those deals where they were like, "Hey, you want to open for Michael Rappaport?"
Like, yeah,
and I was like, "Not really, but okay."
Yeah. Was it?
I need the money.
How was the crowd? Was the crowd just not really?
They weren't the worst or whatever,
Right.
but this was literally before.
I know there's been times where
he has rebranded
you've gone to a crowd and it was
Michael
definitely
Rappaport has rebranded his whole thing now is just being like this
Israeli.
fascist,
So it's pre that,
like
yeah.
straight up just like Jewish supremacist, like Zionist maniac.
Yeah, I quit. I just quit giving a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, oh, this shit's all. It's just the next thing to amp us all up, and nobody knows what's really happening, and
I don't know. I think it's like, I think it's pretty out in the open. It's just like they're using taxpayer dollars to pump money into the.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's going on,
yeah,
and they don't care who's getting murdered. They don't care.
It's just a way for
same
them
with Ukraine as well.
It's
they don't
just a
care.
money
It's fucking
laundering
industry.
scheme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they don't care. I mean, Israel is essentially a branch of the United States military at this point, and they'll like. Washington, I presume, is just gleeful when these conflicts break out.
Yeah, they should just get esports teams over there.
who esports teams?
Yeah, so like if Israel had a Call of Duty team,
Like
and then,
Fortnite
like,
people?
yeah, and Hamas
Let's
had a
settle
Call of
this.
Duty team, they could settle this in the esports arena.
Right.
If only.
Ugh.
One day they'll all just be fighting with robots.
Dude, I had that video go. It didn't like go viral or whatever. It was like 100 and something thousand on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was talking about that Faith No More shirt that I have.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
has,
yeah.
It's got a satanic star on it. But I don't wear it outside anymore because it looks like an Israeli flag.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to think that. And the point of the video is like, what does that tell you about the state of Israel? Where it's like, I promise this is not an Israeli flag. I don't fuck with that evil shit. This is Satan, okay?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I would go out and
that made so many that's been like kind of one of the more stressful like viral videos I've had because like there's been so many fucking Zionists who like get on there like, you fucking anti-Semite, and I was like, no, you know exactly what I'm referring to right now. You know that we're talking about the Israeli state. We're not talking about the Jewish people. We're talking about the Israeli state.
Well, hey, here's a good example, right?
And
like,
what they're doing.
A few weeks ago, you might have worn some novelty Puff Daddy T-shirt. Not now.
Right. That was when I stopped.
That's when you stopped wearing your P. Diddy shirt.
Puff Daddy.
What a fucking... Dude, what is up with all these weirdos, dude? Finally. You know? Getting it, like... There's a lot of weird shit coming out of the... I think it's like kind of like how the mafia can't exist like the mafia used to exist, right? Because of like...
Sure.
Because of modern times, right? Like certain crimes don't really exist anymore, right? Like there's not a whole lot of like extorting businesses for security, you know what I mean? Because it's...
protection money.
Yeah, there's no protection money.
Yeah.
There's things that just don't like...
Yeah.
Like, knock on wood, like B&E is down a lot because like... Everyone has security cameras and like all this shit, right? Like where people will steal packages off your porch, they're not like kicking in your front door and stealing the shit in your house, right? It's like these over time crimes change, and it's just weird that like it's like who would have thought like we're at a time where it's like at any moment we're watching the celebrities all scramble because it's like, oh no, they're gonna know that we did weird sex stuff at this weird sex party.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of baby oil, dude. Did you hear about that? The
baby oil?
Yeah, apparently Puff Daddy had like 10,000 bottles of like baby oil at his house.
Jesus.
That's a lot. But if you got a bulk deal.
Yeah, I mean if you maybe he won a contest like lifetime supply.
Maybe. He might have somebody might have just boosted a whole semi truck full of baby oil and was like, "Hey, you want this, dog?" And he was like, "Yeah, here's." Yeah. Let me break that off. We need that. We got to oil up over here. We're oiling up. Fucking Puff Daddy, dude.
So what do I have to do to get you to come back to our Lord Karl Marx? Tyler?
Well,
what do I have to say?
You know, if I'm now a business owner, so I've dove in full deep into...
No. Tyler?
Into capitalism.
No, it would be capitalism if you were exploiting someone to make your wealth.
Oh, I am, but it's just myself.
And me.
It's just,
but,
yeah. Currently you.
Yeah.
I'm exploiting people all the time. It just hasn't become profitable yet.
Right.
I'm still waiting to capitalize on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to capitalize on this arrangement soon, Aaron. I don't know, man. I can't even...
Hey, I get it.
Does it even matter?
What? Does it? No.
Yeah. That's
of course
the best part.
But, you know.
But you know me, I got to fight the commies.
You're talking to right now. You were talking to one of the foremost Stalinist comedians in Kansas City, Missouri.
What about how many are there in the world?
How many Stalinist comedians?
Yeah.
I mean, there's me.
Probably just you.
Yeah.
Communism doesn't usually breed hilarity. Not a lot of funny times over in communist China, I don't think.
Well, that's because they haven't met me yet.
Yes.
And I'm going there.
That's the tour.
I'm defecting to China.
Yeah.
All the stuff I said about going to California and Denver.
A lie.
That's a lie. I'm defecting.
You've been learning Mandarin.
I'm defecting to China or Cuba. I'll go.
Cuba, you might be okay. Are they still commies down there?
They're still under embargo from the United States. You know, the place that likes free markets. Yeah. They decided to shut down the free market when it regards
what
Cuba.
A shame when in Dirty Dancing 2, Havana Nights, when they were no longer allowed to dirty dance down there because of all that.
Yeah.
In like the 60s or whatever.
And there's also in The Godfather, what is it, Part 2?
Yeah. Well, dude, that's probably one of the reasons why the government was so against Cuba was because of all the mob shit that was going on down there.
Well, that the government hired the mob to try to kill Castro.
Right.
And also the government,
and then Castro,
the reason why the government was cozy with the dictator Batista, who Castro overthrew.
Right.
So that's why, that guy let the U.S. business interests exploit the plantations, the slave labor, the casinos, all
Same
that
thing
shit.
Happened
Castro
over,
kicked all those people out.
That's what they were. The Gaddafi thing. Like I listened to this whole thing about fucking Muammar Gaddafi.
Yeah.
And it's like very
interesting. Arab socialism.
Like, how that guy was a fucker. And
there were fucker aspects.
Right. He was doing some fuckery, right?
Yeah.
And then they bitched at him and were like, stop being a fucker, stop being a fucker. And he was like, all right, I'm going to stop being a fucker. And then the minute they stopped being a fucker, we overthrew the government. And it's like, well, hold on a second. Like, I listened to this thing and was like, oh, how big of a piece of shit was this guy? And it's like, I left there going, seemed like he might have been doing some good things.
Yeah, absolutely he was. Yeah.
Which is like fucked up, and people are like, this will be why, like, anytime you're on, like, the comments are crazy too on like the shorts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't respond to anyone. I just read them and laugh because in my head, you know what I think about when it comes to like the comments of people? It's like, yo, like, I'm not that like, I don't think you are either. Like, I don't just watch random reels and then feel like I need to make some sort of, I don't comment on anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like in my head, it's like, who is the guy that's on his phone fucking scrolling YouTube shorts and is like, watches something and is like, I must tell this guy how big of a piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, dude, that's a different level of
it is
not having anything going on.
Yeah, but it's also they're these losers that have the time to do that. There's no reason to think about them for more than 2 seconds.
No, you know? It's just that's my only thought is like,
I can't handle the comments. I don't look at them.
What kind of a person is that? Like, I don't. And it makes me go like, do I know people? Are these people that I know?
The answer is you do.
And I don't know who they are. That's the scary part. Is like, who amongst you are them that comments on the random videos?
It's South Park, like Skank Hunt, what is it? Kyle's dad's.
People get so mad. I quit watching South Park after season 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was there at the beginning. I got suspended from middle school for wearing a Cartman shirt because I had a cuss word on it.
Uh-huh.
And then after that,
you gave up your evil ways?
I gave up my evil ways and started other evil ways. Then I started wearing Nazi punks fuck off shirts to school.
Dead Kennedys,
I was like, let me show you. We did that once. My sister had that shirt.
Yeah.
She wore it to high school one day, gets suspended. I come in the next day with the same shirt on.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, yeah.
You're like, sorry.
Also,
sorry for being
in school suspension. I was trying to get booted out for 3 days, you know?
Sorry for being punk rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great song. Nazi punks fuck off.
Yeah. We were just talking about a few old shows when there was actual like actual Nazis, like
Mm-hmm.
not just like dudes that shaved swastikas in their hair and like had tattoos that were emblazoned across their faces.
Right, and to be clear, there are still Nazis, but for the most part, they're the people that Joe Biden sends money to in the Ukraine, right?
Yeah, those are
those are
real
Nazis.
Nazis
Those
now,
are Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones that the Democrats fund.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
go on.
You mean the Confederate States of America?
Hmm.
The Confederate Party?
Well, I mean, fuck, I don't care. However they want to rebrand at this point, there is no saving
They're going
themselves.
back. They're rebranding to
After
the original
what they've
branding.
done in the past year alone. There is no. They're done. Done.
Well, you know me. I was all in for RFK, just to really mix it up. And I wanted to, if we're gonna have a nut job, let's get a real nut job, right?
Mhm.
And like, let's not get one that's beholden to like any of the other. Let's see with the third person who they're gonna be beholden to. But then when he shilled out and gave up, I was so
yeah. And
then
he was shilling for Israel, like.
But dude, to give up even running and then immediately just back one of the other two people, I'm like, well, what is this about, man?
Yeah.
You don't quit. We don't fucking quit.
Yeah, you're a Kennedy. You get shot.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling people. I'm like, if you want to fucking, people are, calling to assassinate Trump and all this
Yeah.
shit. It's like, if you want a real assassination, vote for Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a proven track record every time. And then it garners the question, is like, are those people pure evil or are they good?
Who?
The Kennedys.
Oh, I mean, I think that there are aspects of even JFK that are like heinous, like absolutely heinous, and RFK Sr. as well.
Yeah.
Right? Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah.
They were both absolute war hawks on Cuba until, I mean, obviously Bay of Pigs happened. They like changed, or JFK changed his stance on it or whatever. But up to that point, I mean, they were doing horrible things, and they were talking about assassinating Castro. They were ridiculously anti-communist. And I mean, they're from like the Kennedys are a fucking rich ass dynasty family. Like
the moonshiners.
You think these are good people at the end of the day? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe I shouldn't talk shit about JFK out in the open, but I don't know. I don't really like any of the presidents.
Too soon? It's not too soon on JFK,
no, it's not
right?
too soon.
My favorite thing is to like fuck
you.
with people.
I can not like JFK.
Yeah, my favorite thing is like when I tell people like, oh yeah, no, that they're like people get really mad, like people that were children in the 60s when he got assassinated, they get really mad if you don't go along with like the Lee Harvey Oswald story. And it's I knew this guy that like his brother wrote some book about it, and he's like, that's not true, because I was talking about this documentary I had watched. He goes, this is bullshit. My brother, I was like, your brother wrote a book 30 fucking years ago, dude?
Yeah.
So he had all the evidence then?
Wait, so they're like, what do they believe about Lee Harvey Oswald? Like
that he was the lone gunman.
Oh, so they buy into it.
Yes, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What a hilarious take.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one yet.
It's so hilarious. Now, isn't that funny that the hilarious take is that you believe the Warren Commission?
Yeah.
And that he was a lone gunman.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's
dude,
bizarre.
In hindsight, it's like, the mob doesn't just go murder a dude while he's being moved by the cops in front of news cameras and cops.
Yeah.
Because he was the only dude that did anything.
The things that pop out, like when I think about that story, like the things that are fishy to me, like the Lee Harvey Oswald, like his background or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the most interesting aspect.
Yeah.
Because they played him off as like, this is this communist who is a Castro sympathizer. Like, of course he shot the president or whatever. But if you delve into it at all, you learn like he started getting trained in Russian while he was in the military before he joined special forces or whatever. Then he all of a sudden has a change of heart, defects to the Soviet Union.
Right.
Which was common practice for like the CIA to train people and then have them defect to the Soviet Union.
Yeah, he was in the CIA probably.
Yeah. Then he comes back, and for some reason he has all these buddies who are involved in gun running between like Cuba,
the mob. There's a mafia.
And just training Cuban exiles.
Right.
All these weird, shady, like criminal/intelligence people, and then he gets he's seen in what is it? New Orleans.
No. Oh, please.
Wherever
yes,
Loogie
give me
was
the
at.
original. Give me the
Nolans.
correct pronunciation. Yes, thank you.
New Orleans.
New the fix.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. You know the place. So he gets seen in New Orleans.
Yes.
Passing out pamphlets that for the Fair Play for Cuba organization. But for some reason, that pamphlet that he was passing out had the address to like the CIA building, like headquarters in New Orleans.
Yeah.
How interesting.
There's same thing with like who's the other three named guy that shot Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, I don't remember that guy's name.
James Earl Ray.
Yeah.
So I listened to the whole thing and I tried to tell somebody
The FBI did that.
Well,
right?
that it was like he was just a patsy. It's like this whole thing about it where like I didn't know that they had this mock trial in the 90s after he was dead and like all this shit. But it's pretty interesting like after the fact when you're like it's like oh yeah, there's a lot more to these. Like there's that whole thing about Woody Harrelson's dad was a hitman.
Oh yeah.
And he was part of the JFK shit. Then you got Jolly West is somehow involved in all of it.
Yeah.
The guy that ran MK Ultra.
This is all that I mean. For other people, they have a universe like Star Wars that they can just delve into.
Ours is
and
CIA.
they can just keep delving.
Oh, I can talk wars.
I
can go wars all day.
Let's go.
I mean, we can go trek if you
how
want.
long have we been rolling, man? I work by the hour. I'm a fucking working girl. You know this.
We're still not quite to an hour yet. We got a few more minutes in us.
What do you want from me?
Money. Yes.
So I've got 3 different neighborhoods in Kansas City saying that, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, West Bottoms.
Yep.
That can be heard.
Yeah.
What do you want? Money?
Yeah.
People are saying that. Hillsiders, Strawberry Hill or whatever. And then North Kansas City, it's all over.
Yes, Josh Cooper. What I do want is my money that you owe me. Josh, if you see
Bitch
Josh
better
Cooper,
have my money.
Tell him I'm going to either need my money or I'm repoing his windshield.
Hey, if he, that's a friend of mine. How much does he owe you?
$100.
$100? Here.
It's short change.
I'll get the rest to you Friday.
Yes, let me take these on the yard and see what I can do with them.
Nice. I love that guy. I have a drawing of him, too, right now.
Oh, yeah?
That young whippersnapper. Yeah.
Is he blowing a dude?
Not in this one. No.
That would be the best portrayal of him.
Really?
When I first met him,
That's
worked
why
at
he owes you
Blip.
$100?
No, windshield in his truck. I've basically saved his life on multiple occasions.
Nice.
When I first met him, I didn't know if he was... I thought he was gay for like 6 months. Because he had like one earring, and he always wore this weird stocking hat that was like only covered like...
Yeah, it's a vibe.
This part of his head. But somehow it was a normal stocking hat, and it was stretched all the way down, but it was only fit on his head that much. It was really weird.
Really?
But he worked at Blip when in the original location.
Yeah.
I gotta quit saying that place's name on here.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that.
Oh, we can get into it all day. Fuck those people. Fuck that place. Aaron's sponsorship just got ruined.
Yeah, I've got to go back to Starbucks now. I've got to go back to Panera.
Yeah.
Oh no, I fucking love Blip. We can agree to disagree.
Oh yeah.
I do.
You got a Josh.
Do you want a
Goop
present?
painting?
Do you want a real present?
I always want a real present for the set.
Yeah.
Set present. Dude, you did tell me that your art's been blowing up, right? Like you've been selling a shit ton of art.
The investors are very pleased.
Damn, I should have got in on the ground floor of this thing.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you'll be paid out handsomely when the time comes.
Oh yeah, one day.
After we go public. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
When you strike it big, and then people are like, "Oh, dude, there's this weird." I'll be like the public access show that everyone came on before they were famous.
Yeah, like Tim and Eric style.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like,
oh shit!
So many freaks. Here, I got this.
Dude, we need to
man.
invest in a new bag for you. That's
I'm doing this because I want your audience. I say a lot of things, you know.
Oh yeah,
and I want the Black Magic people, the community, to know that I don't mean it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't mean it. Everything I said, if it upset you, it's opposite day. I meant the opposite.
Yeah. Well, if it upset you, then you're kind of mission accomplished.
If I was a bad guy, would I give you this artwork?
Yes, the Nay or Forget.
Nay or Forget.
I like the color version that you have now.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around anymore.
Dude,
I have Brock.
That and
yeah,
I'll put it right there,
dude.
There we go.
That's perfect. Actually, if I know you're gonna do that, let's get you the set, man.
Oh,
I'm a businessman. How many times do I have to tell you this?
I know. This is one of my favorite pieces.
Yeah. Sire, there appears to be a second dragon.
Dude, this one in color is so much better.
I know.
This might be your best.
That's my peak.
No, not your peak, but like best rendition of a human other than yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have done other paintings of that are not that present right now. Like for example, this I'll show you the poly. This poly painting is
polyamorous?
Yes, it's polyamorous.
This painting is poly.
Where did it go?
This is part of your whole shtick is like the digging through 700 sheets of paper.
Yeah. Oh, so here, you can have this one.
Oh. Is that Charlie Hunnam?
You know who it is.
Is this Jax from Jax from Sons of Anarchy?
It could be.
You do look like Charlie Hunnam in this.
Dude, I can't find it. I was going to show you Poly Walnuts, but never mind.
Oh, I've seen that one.
That one's pretty fun.
Yeah. No, they're all great. Well, tell the people where they can find you.
All right. So just look up my Instagram. I'm bad.aaron.scarbrough on Instagram. And you can find my artwork on Etsy. You can find a lot of videos on Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel. It's just like @Aaron Scarbrough.
I think he's Google search engine optimized for retarded fucking communist comedian. I think that pops if you type that in, you pop up.
I'm one of the
top 5.
Yes,
top 5 results for that Google search.
Correct. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope you join our movement. And when I say our movement, I mean just communism as a worldwide project. You know, you can overthrow your landlord and seize the means of production. I know you have.
I've already seized the means of production.
You're a communist. You just don't know it.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't like to. I can't pledge allegiance. I haven't decided which team I'm going with yet.
I've decided which team you're going with.
I can't pledge my allegiance yet.
We're gonna get you. The tankies, us tankies, we're gonna get you. The Stalinists.
You guys are going to have to sell me hard.
We're totalitarian. You'll love it over here.
You love it. We'll dictate every part of your life, and you'll love it. You'll love everything that you have to do.
It's the only way forward.
The only way this will work is if you do exactly what we say, when we say it, and how we say it.
Try a little communism. It's like try a little tenderness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check out that.
I think the fact that I enjoy tenderness so much, because there's one thing about me. People think about me, they usually think he's a real tender guy.
Oh yeah, you're tender premium.
But I think because of that, that might be the thing. That might be the hitch up with the communism is the lack of tenderness.
The lack of tenderness?
Yeah.
Well, we can work with you.
Yeah, I need a little more. I need I need a man with some slow hands. You know.
Well, let me ask around.
All right, is that how's that song go? I guess it's I need a lover with an easy touch. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but now I'm thinking back. I feel like Conway Twitty might have said he needed a man with the slow hands.
I need a man with the
slow. It's one of those things where they portray it as it's probably a song where he's supposed to be from a woman's point of view.
Yeah.
But really, it's him. That was probably him being highly closeted.
Yeah.
Saying,
he was like, he wanted a man to edge him. It sounds like.
Let's end this on Conway Twitty's totally gay.
He wanted to be edged by a man.
Edged out, cuckolded.
Yeah, he wanted them slow hands.
He might have been a poly.
He might have been a poly. Polyamorous walnuts.
Polyamorous walnuts. He could have been trans with that hairdo he had. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, anyone could. I gotta go.
All right. We'll catch you guys next time.